argue this is one of the tightest waterfalls I've ever seen, as far as a kind of an opening straight drop into a circular plunge. I think it's interesting. So, the geology review for the day, right behind where the water's falling, what kind of geologic material are we looking at there? Limestone is correct. Yes. So, you'll see some precipitation up top, some of the black stuff there. There's probably some algae. There's probably some minerals that have deposited down through time. But what we're looking at for whatever it is, 73 feet, is a wall of limestone. We're in an interesting part of Florida here. You'll see other areas where we've got sand, we've got the organics, we've got the tannins and the dark waters. Other times, like where we stopped earlier, spring runs, crystal clear water, limestone. And this interplay makes for an interesting area. The exchange between the two, the alternation of the high tannins, the organics that get into the river systems, drop the pH in turn, low pH water dissolve limestone more readily, and in result can create some pretty impressive features like we see here. So, all that said, any questions on this?
Well, you got to look straight ahead, you got the water coming off, but then you got the side planer coming off, and it looks like it's eating the back part of that out, and you still see water dripping down, and you got the main flow to the left. I bet you eventually it'll dissolve that and it'll fall off like a front surf.
Entirely possible. So, the thing about waterfalls is tannins are acids, the low pH. So, you've got this interplay here, like we talked about before. You've got pine trees dropping on various pH of soil in a heartbeat. Taking long enough to work on. You have places where there's enough silicates and sands and clays that you could build lakes, and then very close, there's limestone that opens up and sinkholes form. This is a heterogeneous area, part of the state. We got a lot of limestone, a lot of sand, a lot of clays, influence from Appalachians, influence from Georgia, and all this is kind of intermixed through the area, and it creates some, I would argue, interesting geology for the area. So, any questions on any of that?
So you think that there has to be a non-permeable layer holding this up?
To hold the lake, yes. If you had porous limestone, this would start to drain like going through a sieve. So either they came through and I agree with Matt. I think that's a levee over there. I think it's man-made. If you look at how even and the run that is. But you look back over here, I'd be willing to bet a lot of money they didn't pack the entire area with a layer of clay to hold it. So even if they did, clay can give through time. And pretty impressive. Well, bentonite's it's good. Its growing capacity is exceptional. But again, would they cover the entire area? I'm inclined to think no. I can't guarantee that. But my guess is a good deal of clay was used in the formation of that levee system, trying to make it as watertight as possible.
Earlier you said that when you were here, it was more like a tea consistency of color?
Yeah, so water levels were lower. There was a little bit less wind, and it was a bright orangey red color to it. Very, very much just tannins and water.
Sort of like that color on that dead tree right over there by the green one, just to the right.
Not terribly far. If you look through here, right on this line,
Yeah.
toward the tree, you can see that's a faint orangish color. The coppery, that'd be a good word for it. Envision that times 8. And that's, so I was kind of hoping that's what we were going to find over here. It's going to be a dramatic example. Well, that didn't happen. But I can still tell stories, so you can trust that.